You already know, man, it's the Anakin 9.5 Beach, the show. Let's get it. Let's get into it. Let's motivate. Let's regulate. Let's improvise. Let's compromise. Let's go.
Anakin Latidos.
Upside down, twisting.
Anakin Latidos.
Stop that now. 'Cause you and I were never meant to be. I think you believe it's not safe in here. I feel a weakness coming on.
Anakin 9.5 Beach, the show, man. Shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to all the people that comment. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button, hit the notification button. If you don't, man, it's all good because you know what I'm saying. A brother like me is going to keep this thing moving. We moving on up like George Jefferson to the sky, baby. I just want to thank God. I want to thank all the people that support me. I want to thank the people that I support, the ones that reach out, the ones that look out. Hey, man, you're a blessing in disguise. For real, for real. But we going to get straight to the point. I don't got time to play. 2025 is busting right now, and I'm going to hold on to it. And I always tell y'all consistency is the game of life. Always be consistent. Let's cheer for that right there. Always remember that. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about fathers that play an important key in their son's life. Okay? I call this one right here, like father, like son. We have a lot of fathers out here that are baby daddies, okay? We have a lot of fathers out here that are divorced. They're not with their significant other anymore. They're not married anymore. We have a lot of fathers out here that have made a lot of mistakes going out to the club, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we have a lot of fathers out here that was shooting up the club, you know what I'm saying? And for the younger generation, when we say shoot up the club, we do not mean shooting up a club, like going into the club and shooting it up. What Generation X means is that you get a beautiful young lady, or you're dating the woman that you're dating, or the young girl that you're dating, and you're shooting up her club. Does it make sense? Yeah, all the ammunition you have down below the belt, yeah, you got to brain it. That's what shooting up the club is. You're getting a young lady, a woman pregnant, shooting up the club. So you just learned something today, young men, about shooting up the club. Let's give them a round of applause for that. I would like to discuss a couple of issues and give you some insight on what you should do if you're a baby daddy, or you're no longer with the woman that you decided to be with, or you didn't want to be with, or you went to the club, or it was a one-night stand, you know? The motive of this whole podcast is to enlighten you that you need to be there for your son, okay? You cannot be mad at your baby mother or because you and your ex-wife did not make it or your ex-girlfriend, listen, man, these young men out here need you. Look at these guys out here. Look at these young men out here, man, sliding in the street, you know, doing things inappropriate, hurting people, killing people. And you know why these young men are like that these days? They are like that because they don't have a father figure, okay? And you young men out there, y'all know that shit, man. Y'all know for a fact that y'all out here doing reckless stuff due to the fact that you don't have a father in your life. And your mother, if she's in your life, she has turned you into a person that you're really not supposed to be. She's making you more feminine. You know, she's very sensitive. So you're around a woman all the time, you're going to be sensitive too. You're not going to be able to take criticism. You're not going to be able to take another man or another young person, boy, come up to you and say something that you don't like. What do you want to do? I said it in my last episode, episode before that. You don't even want to fight. You know what I mean? You think going out in a car with 4 guys and sliding through the streets and killing people is the answer? It's not going to put no money in your pocket, dog. And some of y'all are really out here too fruity, man, because you don't have a male figure in your life. And then you don't want to listen to the OGs out there that just trying to tell you that you're wrong for doing what you're doing. It's not y'all fault the way y'all act. And we're not going to blame it on rap. We're not going to blame it on hip-hop. We're not going to blame it on the music. And the reason why I say that is because when I was coming up in Generation X time in the 90s, NWA, but we also had Public Enemy. You know, we had Eazy-E. We had Ice-T. But we also had R&B music. But that has nothing to do with your mindset, young man out there. I know your father's not in your life. I know he never was in your life. You know why? Because there's a lot of young men out there that I meet, and I ask them, is your mother? First thing I always do is ask, is your mother and your father in your life? 75% will tell you, young men will tell you that their father is not in their life and they don't even know him. Okay? So technically, it's not your fault that you are the way you are. Let's give them a round of applause for that. Nah, man, it's not your fault. That's why I rock with you. That's why I rock with all the young men out there that don't know no better, because you don't have a male figure in your life. Being in a gang or being in something associated with that perimeter in your life, because you have another man or a guy that's a little bit older than you teaching you that going out on the street and stealing and robbing and killing is the safest thing to do. No, it's not the safest thing to do. And you know that. All of y'all are very smart. All of y'all young men out there are very smart. Y'all know better. And then, you know, you can listen to whatever music. Just because you listen to gangster rap or you listen to these top artists out here that's talking about all those things that you're out here doing, you know that they getting paid. They making money off of you, and they either putting y'all in y'all grave or they sending y'all to prison. Let's give it up for that. So when are you going to be smart, young man, and think about, I can listen to that kind of music, but I don't have to perfect and I don't have to do the things that's in that music. You understand what I'm saying, young man? I rock with y'all. I love y'all, man. And I'm the OG. I'm OG Anakin 9.5 Beast. They call me Lewis. They call me Lulu. And I disapprove of the things that y'all doing. But once again, you didn't have a father in your life. You won't listen to your uncle because that's not your father. So your mother, this is true, your mother or your aunts or your grandma, they giving you feminine ways. And that's how you grew up. You grew up being sensitive. You ain't grew up with your father in your life telling you to sit your ass down, you know? You didn't grow up with your father taking you to the basketball games and showing you how to play basketball, football, and sports, and taking your ass outside and telling you to go stand in the hot ass sun all day. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. Most of you young men out here today, your mother raised you, your aunt raised you, and your grandma raised you. And they taught you how to be sensitive. And they told you you wasn't shit. and they was mad at you because their father is not in your life. And then they tell you some dumb shit when you younger and say you're gonna be just like your father. You know, they instill all these mental evil thoughts in your head. And then by the time you get 15, 14, you don't want nothing to do with your mother because she's made you a lightweight. You're basically Cinnamon Toast Crunch, dog. You can't even take when another brother come up to you. When you at school and you are in school and you have a strong young man, a strong willpower young guy out there that's got it made. His father's in his life, his mother's in his life, and the next thing you know, he got a problem with you and he gonna stand up on his own 2 feet. You get upset and you get mad and you don't even want to fight because your dad didn't teach you how to fight because your dad wasn't around. You would just want to shoot a person. You think that you're scared. You're very scared. That's why you want to use a gun. I challenge all you young men out there, right? I challenge y'all to put down the gun and get some ones up. These are your ones and twos. Learn how to fight, man. Guess what'll happen? If you get your ass kicked, you'll live to see another day. For real, for real. So don't be mad at your father because your father didn't want to be, or your dad didn't want to be with your mother. Be mad at your mother for not even having a sense enough to put you in a situation where you can be tough. Why she didn't put you around your uncle? Why she didn't put you around your grandfather? Why she didn't make a better decision because your father didn't want to be in your life and meet a nice young man or a grown man that's got some common sense that can help you and be there for you. I'm a step parent. You understand what I'm saying? And for you fathers out there that don't want to see your son because you mad at your baby mother and you mad at her because y'all didn't make it, it's both of y'all fault. So why not take a stand? Don't fight with her. Pay your fucking child support, okay? For real, pay your child support. If you got some mothers out there that don't want to see you with your son, so take their ass to court and get rights to your son. And in the next episode will be about daughters too, but today we talking about sons. Let's give it up for that. Yeah, man. Fathers out there, baby daddies, ex-husbands, man, go get your son and go be with your son, man. You ain't working that hard, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And it's a damn shame. Most of y'all baby daddies and young fathers out there and old men out there, y'all really don't care about your son until he actually go make it or he go do something that's productive and become something. And then you want to be a part of his life. Nah, it doesn't work like that. And then for the fathers that don't want to be shit, you should be the main person, okay? You should be the main person. I don't care if you're on drugs and you don't want to get a job. Listen, man, the least that you could do is be there for your son. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about the ones out here, selling dope, selling drugs. I'm talking about the ones that just less fortunate, don't have a clue what they want to do with their life. At least be there for your son. At least take your son when he's younger to the football games or put him in some kind of sport. You know the baby mama or your ex-wife gonna pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So take the time out, man. Be there for your son. It's too many young men out here killing each other because they're sensitive of their mother or their grandmother or their auntie and they don't know how to be strong. Your mother and your aunt cannot teach you how to be strong. They teach you how to be sensitive. They teach you how to be weak. They teach you how to complain all the time. Just watch your mother, watch your aunt, watch your grandmothers. All they do is be insecure most of the time about their life. And I'm not disrespecting. It's some women out here that's got it, They had a father in their life, okay? Some of these women out here had a father in their life, so they know how to move. They're going to make sure grandfather see their kid, even if the dad is not there. So let's give it up for that right there, man. For you fathers out here that's fortunate, that's got a job, and still mad at your baby mother, still mad at your ex-wife, be there for your son, man, is very important because he's a product of you. You understand what I'm saying? He is a product of you. and do whatever you can and however you can to be there for him because it's very important. He's carrying on your last name. He's carrying on your legacy. He's going to marry a woman or a young lady one day, and they're going to have your last name. You understand? You're going to have grandchildren. You can't wait to the end of the road. Do this shit right now, man. For real, for real. Do not put off tomorrow what you can do today, young men, fathers, baby daddies. It's never too late. Stop bitching and complaining. And if your father wasn't in your life, that should be even a more reason why you should take care of your son if you have one. Don't abandon your son. Don't abandon your daughter either. Don't do that either. But just remember, it's important. You can't get mad if you don't take care of your son and you don't call him, and you don't check on him because you mad at that motherfucker. You can get past that. I've been in situations where I don't have to speak to my ex. I don't have to speak to my ex-wife. I don't have to speak to my baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? I can directly find a way to speak to my child without even using them. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. Let's give it up for that. So you probably say, well, how do you do that? I do it because I reach out to maybe a baby mother. I may reach out to a baby mother, aunt, grandmother, friend. It's ways you could do it. And like I said, if you have to go to court, go to court. But we're going to stop doing this shit where you just abandon your son. And there's a lot of entertainers out here that's got money, that's made it, and still won't talk to their son, still won't acknowledge their son. You see it all the time, and it's trash, man. Y'all fucking bullshit ass trash, man. Hot garbage. And you need to pick up the phone and call your son and figure out what you want to do with the situation because your son needs you. And then you wonder why your son act the way he do. It's because you're not in his life. Just remember that. Last but not least, when it gets to LeBron James, I'm proud of LeBron James for making $1 billion a year. And I don't care what he do on the outside of his, you know what I'm saying, his world. But on the inside, we do know that he's there for his son. And I think it's a privilege. I think it's a beauty of life to see him and his son play basketball together. And if any of y'all are rich or any of y'all have your own company, I suggest you do the same thing for your son and stop hating on LeBron, all right? Was Stephen A. Smith wrong? I don't think he was wrong to the point of him doing his job, but obviously we know nothing about his two daughters. We don't never see him online, and he never really rather speak on them because he's too busy working. He don't have time for his kids, all right? That's a fact. And last but not least, it's more to it than to just take care of your kids financially. You should always make time for your kids, no matter where you at in life. I don't care if it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, as long as it's consistent. Call them, text them. So shout out to LeBron. You get an A for that when it comes to your son. And most of y'all men out here need to do the same thing for your son too. I'd rather have my son running my company or doing something that I do better or having a platform for him than for somebody else to be running him and telling him what to do and have him doing whatever they want him to do, okay? Let's give it up for that. All right, blessings, man. Anakin 9.5 Beats. I'll see y'all soon. I'm out.